G'day, the bullet casings were flying all around us. And that lady is back 10 hours after this. She gave an interview outside to Sheldon Fox, who is a real tosspot. You should see his face. I'm not going to put him on here because he's too douchey. But I'll show you the interview that she did. Yeah, another terrible crisis acting job. We'll have a quick discussion about what she said, and then I'm just going to whiz through some other little things that made me laugh and other things I found curious during this hoax. And yeah, like a lot of the other channels covering this hoax are saying, which I totally agree with, they're just not trying anymore. They're just not trying anymore. And they don't need to, because it just goes over unquestioned. Anyway, here's that interview with old Grandma.
Walking among the dead and the wounded without a scratch, the wounded without a scratch, the wounded without a scratch. Her husband was also uninjured. I sat next to her on the plane, the woman says, and nearly 10 hours later, while waiting at Port Everglades to find a ride to her hotel, she told 7 News the rest of the story.
One of the ladies that was killed was my seatmate on the plane, and she was standing right next to me.
In the baggage claim.
In the baggage claim. I gave her a gift. She turned around. I turned around to zip mine, and the pop started. We hit the ground. I turned around, and she was shot in the head and killed.
That shooting victim's husband was hit too.
Her husband was shot in the face. The guy next to him was shot in the cheek. The guy next to him was face down. He was dead.
It's part of an accused mass killer's path of destruction.
He reloaded, and he's walking just with his arms straight out, stone face.
Did the man say anything when he was
I
firing?
didn't hear anything. People were just yelling, "Get down." I have a strong belief in a higher power, and I know someone was watching over us.
Yep, someone was definitely watching over you. They are called directors, producers, and stage managers. Oh, what a crazy old woman. So her story is that she met this woman on the plane that she sat next to, and when they got off the plane to go to collect their bags at the baggage terminal, they've exchanged gifts, because that's what you do when you sit next to somebody on a plane. You get off and you exchange some gifts, and then she's bent down to put her gift and zip it up into her bag after they've exchanged gifts. Then the popping started, and then it was Saving Private Ryan all around her. People are getting shot in the head, in the cheek. One was laying on his face, already dead. Oh, unbelievable. Unbloody believable. Anyway, on with some of the other stuff that I found interesting, funny, and curious. So, first up, we have these 2 policemen arriving on the back of a car. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I mean, what good are they on? What are they? Must be new SWAT tactics. And there's footage I can't find as well of another car with coppers in the back of it going across the tarmac. I can't find it, but you've probably seen it. And then here they all gather. The one in the middle looked like he was actually laughing at them when they came across, and then they all head off to do some more acting. I'll show it again because it's just so funny. Look, watch. Oh, I've never seen anything like that. I found another shot of them getting out the back of a car there. Yeah, and like I said, there's one on the tarmac of them going across the tarmac in the back of a car, and I can't see that. Here we have a doctor. We know he's a doctor. He's got a stethoscope around his neck. So he was just chilling out there waiting for something to do. It took these coppers to come up, the FBI. Hey, you're the doctor, right? Yeah, you're supposed to be inside acting like you're looking at injured and dead. Oh, ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Oh, and then remember I showed you this photo with the shoeless lady and them looking all distressed, sitting amongst all the media there behind a line of police cars, so there's not much to be scared of. I found them again in another pose. That's the 3 of them. You can't see the shoeless lady very well, but that's her in the middle behind them. The same little girl who looks to be grinning at the beginning there, and the, I don't know, that red-headed thing as well, who looked at the camera there. But here, look at let's sitting in a different location. Let's put the luggage across us and shield ourselves from the camera. Unbloody believable. Oh, there they are with their little staged scene. Now, the woman in the red on the left of the screen, I think she's the director. If you watch her hand, I think she's giving there. She's sort of giving a little bit of direction to them. Just hold still, yep, that's good. We're rolling, sort of thing. I think that she's giving a little hand gesture, a hand signal there. Another thing that I found very interesting at the very end of that clip, you can just see the ranger in the middle, between shoeless lady, where'd her shoes go? She's giving that silence sign, isn't she? I just found that a little unusual that she would be sitting there. I know doubters will say, no, she's just saying, please be quiet because there's a shooter around. But he's not. He laid down after 45 seconds. So I found that interesting and curious. Also,
within seconds of the first shots being fired inside Fort Lauderdale's airport, passengers ran for cover, desperate to escape the gunman.
He just said seconds up, and there they go. I just noticed that there. Mum, daughter, and the shoeless lady and the ranger. Oh, stop, and I'll play that again. Hang on. All right. So I only just noticed that when I was filming it, so I've gone back. Look, there is the ranger. She got that T-shirt on. There's shoeless mama. And there's the little girl with the white Crocs and the pink hairband. One more time for you so you can see it's the same people. I was going off on a different subject regarding this, but there they are. Running and then sitting in two different places.
Within seconds of the first shots being fired inside Fort Lauderdale's airport, passengers ran for cover, desperate to escape the gunman.
So, back to what I was going to show you here, was this is seconds after the shooting, the reporter just said, and we've already got two cameramen there who are not fearing for their lives. In fact, the one at the front even walks in closer for a better shot. Unbloody believable. Now, just on the left of that screen, as that footage started, we saw a man, and there he is. Did you notice the funny-looking man? All right, I'll show you. There he is. He was also in that last footage, and there he is standing there with his dog. It's Santa Claus. He got lost. He was supposed to be at the Istanbul shooting, and he turned out at the Florida one. They're like, you dickhead, you're at the wrong shooting. Anyway, on to another bit. There was this group of people here. Now, PK busted this Sheila talking here and found her talking again in another spot. I'm going to talk about the one in the red, but here's PK's offering.
They get up soon as this guy stops talking to him. No need to sit there anymore because they're off to another area. Have a look at this. There she is again. It's her with a cap and a vest.
So completely busted, and I think it was the same three. If you look real hard, you can see like cut-off jeans and a pinkish shirt, very tight on the left-hand side of the screen. So I'll link to PK's video underneath so you can watch him bust their pants. But then here she is, standing with a different woman, not from the same group. This woman's wearing dark clothes and has tattoos on her arms. And she has a serious case of duping delight, this woman. You watch, you have a look. She's a dupe as paradise.
It didn't seem serious, and then it was, when it changed that fast.
So she clicks and smiles. Watch when it changed that fast. And look at the little grin as she looks into the camera as well. There you go. But this turned out to be the surprise find. We see those. This is the order that I think we see them happen in. There's Santa on the left at the wrong shooting. So I think they've run past the cameras here. Well, who knows what the order is, but this is the one that makes sense. Then they've gone and taken shelter and the little girls tried not to smile. And then they're in the same place, in a different position, pretending to cover up with luggage. That'd want to be some laptop-made material luggage. It'd want to be as strong as a laptop. And then we see them sitting outside with a different bloke, with all the media in a different pose. So there you go, some interesting stuff, some funny stuff, and something new. Excellent.